everyone, welcome back to Creatively Crafted Life. This is Melanie. I thought I'd take you along with me this week as I work through this mess I've created. Normally I don't recommend pulling everything out, but in this case I'm dealing with stuff that I haven't dealt with in a long time and a lot of empty containers, and it does give me an opportunity to dust that upper shelf. So I'm not done, but I am going to show you progress as I make along the way so that you can see how things go. So right now it is all empty up there except for my very old Cricut, which I'm not ready to get rid of because I still have cartridges and it still works. Okay, let me start moving stuff. So I'm going to try this out and see if I like it. Basically, I took two of those magazine racks, staggered them opposite, stuck a bag in each so that way if I want to pull out the bottom bag, I can without disrupting everything on top. Just makes it easier to pull things out. Because the two at top have stuff in them, I didn't want to put these vertical, and so I just stacked those on top. We'll see how this goes. I don't pull this out very often, so I'm not worried about this being there because it will topple over if I pull the Cricut out. Okay, I got that much space left. Let's see what we can fill it with. Okay, so one other thing I just want to mention, you may want to consider doing a dry fit of all your containers that you're thinking of putting up there just to see how they will stack before you fill them. I have 4 iris bins right here and one up on top of there that is empty, and I still have a little bit of space here, but I do still have some rolls of like contact paper and stuff that might have to go there. If I pan down, this was the cube or the section that had all those travel bags, so that one I just added this iris bin that was hanging out over here. Let me show you the other side. So these are all project bins. They're all labeled except for one, which I need to label. And basically they were up at the top. I moved them down here so that they're more readily accessible. I have 3 bins down below. I can't stack those vertically, they just won't fit, but I am keeping those for projects as well. Some of these, or 2 of these actually, I have inserts to divide it, which is great for scrapbooking if you have like embellishments and stuff like that. Editing Melanie here. If you are going to store quite a bit of stuff in Zone 4, I highly recommend keeping track of it on a spreadsheet or in a notebook just so you know exactly what's tucked away. It's really easy to forget about these things. When I placed the paper up here, I actually didn't stack it straight all the way to the top because I figured that would be too much of a pain if I wanted to get something, say, at the bottom. At least now this way I only have to go part way down to access, and the bins are just easy to remove, so that's not a big deal. I had those all in magazine folders, which I've repurposed. This looks so much neater now than what was there before. It's photo paper and specialty paper for stamping. I'm not thrilled with this. It does have a little bit of curvage in there, so I might have to find something to kind of prop it up. But that's just my copy paper for my printer, and the package that was in was completely ratty, so it wasn't doing it any good anyways. I also placed one of those magazine holders over here, and then this just has my extra cutting mats and my Fiskars trimming blade that I take with me, or my Fiskars paper cutter that I take with me when I travel, and it has Big Shot extended cutting mats there. Let's pan over so you can see the rest. I moved all my Ali Edwards products over because I really should be working on those, so they're a little more readily accessible, and then these can be pulled from either drawer. This is my inks for my photo printer and some cartridges for my mini printer. This is my little mini printer, and then this is photo paper, and that has actually cardboard strips that you use for postbound albums. I would love to get rid of them, but I have to use the postbound albums I've got first. Let me see if I can get some of those journals and traveler's notebooks in some of the bins up there. Okay, so as you can see, I have completely emptied out this bottom shelf here. Well, there's a little pedestal thing, and then I have replaced some items on here. So these were always here. They're like coloring books and stuff. And then over here are all my various art journals in very early stages. And then this here contains some of my Bible journaling stuff, but I also have Bible journaling stuff here. Unfortunately, that doesn't fit. So I'm not too sure what I'm going to do about it. I might try and empty maybe this cube because I don't really like that setup. And then maybe shift this over here and that over there. And then that way all my art journal stuff will be together. But that's going to be for another day because it's late. And I think I have accomplished what I wanted to do, namely going through most of my zone 4, which had space. So that's cool. I'm happy with it. Should have a new challenge coming up this Saturday. So be sure to check that out and see what we're going to tackle next. Thanks everyone for joining me, and until next time, happy organizing.